Good evening. Last night was Halloween, and I took my daughter out, and I had the most bizarre experience. Well, she's a little kid. She's 4, and she was dressed like one of the Paw Patrol characters. And I don't know if you know. There's a little superhero team of dogs. It's meant for kids, small kids. And so we were trick-or-treating, but trick-or-treating with Dad isn't that much fun. And at a certain point, we met up with her cousin. And her cousin is a 12-year-old girl, and she loves her cousin. She thinks her cousin just walks on water. She loves that girl so much. So we got to tag along with these girls. And luckily, the 4-year-old was able to keep pace with the older girls because they were wearing giant crinolines and stuff. They were dressed like Disney princesses and, goth zombie girls and whatever. So they weren't walking that fast. And the little superhero girl would run up and wait for the Disney princesses to come up before she hit the doorbell, and woman or man would come out and give them the treats. Obviously, that's what happens on Halloween, right? But at a certain point in the night, I recognized the look on her face, and the look on her face brought me back to when I was a kid. And it's that moment. And I know you've all experienced it, and I know you all loved it. And it was that moment where time would slow down, and the air would become thick like syrup, and full of sparkles. Just like everything's perfect. It's magic. It was literally magic air. There's no other way to put it other than magic air. And she was there. She knew it. And it's one of the reasons I really like going to theme parks with her and new events with her, because I get to relive it. It comes, her perception is my perception, and I get to relive that childhood happiness. And you've all done it. You've all done it on Halloween or Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. We've all been through that joy. And it's different. It's different as an adult. I've been through, I did a video about states of grace, where I felt more like God was touching me on the forehead, and I was in a couple bands, and I would jam with the bands, and you'd go on stage, or you'd go in your practice, and you'd come off, and people would say, "How was it?" And you'd say, "Well, I don't even remember. I was just gone. I was just in the zone." And that's a perfect moment too. But and the childhood one is a little different. The childhood one I only experienced as an adult. I have a travel club, and we get together once a year, and sometimes more often than once a year. And I've seen the air get thick and full of sparkles with this group of people, and I want to tell you it's real. A lot of parents and grandparents get to relive childhood experiences through their grandkids or their kids, and that's true, but you don't need that. I mean, it's there, and life is beautiful, and it's worth living for. And we get obsessed with current things, whether it's our own banking or whether it's the current politics or who we're going to vote for. But I'm telling you, the thick air with the sparkles, the glitter, the syrup air, it's real. That moment you want to live in forever, you can do that. You can't do it forever, but you can get glimpses of it, and it makes life worth living for. And she knows it. She knows it. It's so obvious to this little toddler. She's not a toddler anymore, but it's so obvious to her that's why you do things you want to do. So I want to say amen. That's all. Be a good person. try to get back to the sparkles every chance you can get. The thick air is there. It's happy. It's waiting for you.